So I like to smile. I don't know if you figured it out yet, but it's one of my favorite things to do. And if I don't smile, it's like almost as if I'm unhappy. And well, quite frankly, that's not the case. I'm happy because I create that. I'm literally responsible for creating that. And so are you. So are you. And I love you because you can. I love you. Do you have the courage to live in the moment? Do you know what it means to live in the moment? I'll tell you, from my perspective, living in the moment has actually evolved over time, you know? Because when I was younger, I used to see living in the moment as just being impulsive. Just doing what I want to do right then and there. And sure, you know, that's a decent definition. And in fact, it's not a wrong definition. It's 100% valid. Living in the moment can be doing exactly what you want to do in that exact moment. However, my definition of living in the moment has evolved over time. And on my spiritual path, I've been learning a lot about myself. And in particular, living in the present moment has taken new meaning altogether. There's a reason for that. And it's a very key aspect. It's something that I didn't have before. You see, when I was younger and I was living in those moments, I was really being impulsive and just doing whatever made me happy at that moment. However, today I see a much bigger picture of what I do impacts all areas of my life and lives of others. And so I think on a kind of a larger spectrum of living in this moment, because my moment is not limited to just me. My moment is actually unlimited and is inclusive of everyone around me, is inclusive of the air in the sky right around me, the water in the oceans, the water in the lakes and the rivers. This moment is inclusive of all of that. And there's something very specific that binds it all together. In this moment, there's the energy of love. The energy of love is flowing through me. And without this energy of love, then I'm almost blind in this moment, because without the energy of love, I can't see at all. I was trying to come up with a word. It was I can't see, and that's it. I cannot see without love. I'm blind without love. You see, love is the energy that motivates, that gives motivation to do, to take action. Whatever it is in life that motivates you, its foundation is love. And if it's not love, then that's a different conversation. But love was the key aspect, the key component of living in the moment that shifted things for me. You see, when I live in the moment and I don't love myself, there's a potential that I'm going to do something that will make it obvious to me that I don't love myself. You see? And so in that way, life is balanced, because it's always going to bring you back to this truth of love, the truth that either you have it or you don't have it, and you're expressing it. Okay, so living in this moment, you can live in this moment and you can do things that make you happy now, and you can consider that living in the present. But if you do things that make you happy now, but it is deteriorating your health, or you consider that you're living in the moment, and that's all good and well, is that a good or a bad thing? From my perspective, I don't judge it. From my perspective, everyone is on their own unique path, and they're learning their own way. So from my opinion, I believe this person is fine, and I have nothing bad to say about this person. However, I'm confident that one day they'll come to a realization that what they're doing is not serving them, what they're doing is not serving others, and that there's potentially a better way. And you're gonna start seeing those better ways the more love you allow into your life. You're gonna see doors opening for yourself and for others the more love, the energy of love that you allow into your life. Now I see this energy of love kind of kind of impacting us from 3 different perspectives. You see, first and foremost, you must love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you are liable to do things that is going to hurt your health. If you don't love your health, you might hurt your health. If you don't love yourself, you might hurt your health. And that's just a fact. It's just a fact. The second one, is that 3? The second one, you have to love others. You know, and this speaks a lot to social conditioning. This speaks a lot to media. This speaks a lot to any messages that you see in TV programs about others. You see, if there's anyone else other than you that you have any level of fear of because they're different or because of any reason under the sun, and you have negative thoughts and emotions towards someone else, then you don't love them. And in fact, you're creating negative energy because you have a lack of love at that point. And when you have that, unfortunately, you're not creating something beautiful. You're creating hate. You're creating the foundation of hate and anger. Because if you have an interaction with someone that you don't love, it might be a bad interaction. However, if you go into an interaction, and let's say you're scared of someone, let's say you've watched something and you're scared of this particular type of person, but you go into that circumstance with love in your heart, I guarantee you're going to come out with even greater love and even having made a friend. Because the universe likes to surprise us in the most beautiful of ways. And if you can overcome your fear, you can transmute your fear of, for example, let's say you're fearful of someone else. Instead, you say, forget all that. I'm going to create my opportunity. I'm going to say that this person is actually, you know, a loving and great person. And I'm a loving and great person, and I have no problem saying hello to them and interacting. Guess what? That's going to become a beautiful opportunity for you. But you have to create that. The third way, you have to love your reality. You have to love your existence. If you don't understand your reality, if you don't understand your existence, it's because it has been told to you what it is. Someone has told you what you're living in. And I guarantee you, I don't hate what I live in. I love my life. I love the world that I live in. I love everyone in this world. I love all the animals in the world. And I believe that everything is perfectly balanced. But there are some out there that don't believe there is that balance. And it's because they choose to focus on certain things. They choose to focus on, oh, there's a lot of homeless people out there. Oh, there is a lot of violence out there. Oh, there's a lot of war out there. Oh, there's a lot of racism out there. Oh, there's a lot of, you know, and you can name it. There is a lot of that out there. But guess what? There's also a lot of good people out there. A lot of good people counteracting all that negativity. And in fact, if you focus on the universe in the reality that you exist in, and all you can think of is all the bad things that are going on, my friend, that's a sign from the universe that you are supposed to be that change. You're supposed to change that area of your life. If you see that there's too much racism in your life, then you have to be the example that, hey, racism does not exist through you. In fact, we embrace other races. We embrace people of other colors. We embrace people that are different from us because they have different ideas and different perspectives, and we can grow together because unity does build. It builds strength. But division and separation, it makes us all weak. So if you love yourself, if you love others, and you love your reality, then you have a very high probability that living in the moment is going to be an extremely fulfilling endeavor for you. Is that something that you want? Do you want health and happiness in your life? Do you want an exciting life? I believe that you do. I know that I do. I know that I want an exciting life. And I know I'm responsible for creating that. And it first starts with how I think about things. If I think about things negatively, I'm going to get a negative outcome. But if I think about things with positivity, then I'm going to attract that positive outcome to me. So if you live in the now moment and you don't love yourself, be aware, you might hurt. You might hurt yourself, you might hurt others. Because if you live in the moment and you're careless, Welcome to your awareness of what happens when you do things like that. But when you're living in the moment and you love yourself, you're gonna realize magic is real. Magic is not magical. Magic is what you create. It's as simple as that. You're envisioning it up here, and through your actions and through your words, you're creating something very specific. You get to paint the picture of your life in every single moment. In every single moment, you have an opportunity to have love in your heart or to have fear in your heart. And I promise you, if you don't focus on the energy of love, the fear will take over. It's that simple. Unfortunately though, for some, it's hard to let go of the fear because we've been conditioned to mitigate things that we're scared of. In other words, to prepare for the worst. And you know what? If you're comfortable doing that, then fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna stop you. But I'm telling you, if you focus, what you focus on, you create. So if you're focusing on what you're trying to avoid, you're actually still attracting that to you. Live life the way that you want to live it. Don't live it the way you've been conditioned to live it. If you're focusing all the time on what you're fearful of, then that's the energy you're inviting into your life. That's the energy you're putting out into the universe. But if you focus on what you love and what you really want out of life, that's what you're inviting into your life, and that's what you're going to be putting out into the world. So focus your awareness in every moment, okay? And tune in to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're doing. All of that is a message to the universe. All of it is a message to the universe. Your energy leaves a resonance in your space. And your space extends well past your vision. Your space is this earth. Your space is this universe. Your space is everything. It is all you. You're all one. You are all one with this space. And this space is all one with us. We are all this same energy. And if we tune into this now moment with love, we'll realize there's some beautiful things going on. And so our journey brings us here. There's nothing but green behind me for a reason. You see, in this last part of the video, I had said you gotta love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, then, well, I kind of left you with an open-ended, right? Because if you don't love yourself, then what? Then what? I'll tell you what. Because if you don't love yourself today, it's because you're not taking enough bold action in your life to prove to yourself that you do love yourself. You see, mentally, you might actually think that you love yourself, but through your actions and behaviors, you might be doing things that are deteriorating your health. In other words, you're proving to yourself and the universe that you don't love yourself. And so that requires you to do something very specific. It takes your action, okay? And so how can you prove to yourself that you love yourself? You do things that you love to do, that make you feel fulfilled. Nothing comes to mind. If nothing comes to mind, then take my route. My route's the easy route. Go out into nature, my friends. Go out into nature. Get some green in your life. Get some air in your lungs. You need this. You need this to feel good. When you do things that make you feel good, you're speaking out loud to the universe, I love myself. I do things that make me feel good, and thus I welcome health and abundance into my life. If you love yourself, you welcome health and abundance into your life. But when you do things that are not in alignment with that, in other words, you're doing things that are hurting your health, you're proving to the universe, you're proving to the universe that you don't love yourself. And unfortunately, your immune system, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, your immune system is directly related to how you feel about yourself. So if you love yourself and you have confidence in your reality, you have confidence in the people that you meet, everything will be in alignment for you. But if you have no confidence, you don't love yourself, you don't love the people that you work with, you don't love the people that are around you, you don't love the earth that you live in, you treat it, you litter, you whatever, guess what? The universe hears that and is going to reciprocate the energy for you. It's going to make sure that you live in a world that's not full of love, that's not full of health, and that's not full of abundance. My friends, you deserve better than that. You deserve to know that abundance and health is your right, is your birthright. But it's up to you to actually take control of it. Take it back into your control, into your hands. So do things today, in the now, that fulfill you and that are good for you, good for those around you, and good for your reality. Go help someone. Go do something nice. Literally, go do something nice for someone. Don't post it anywhere. Just do it. And feel. Because you're going to feel something very, very beautiful. The energy of fulfillment, of reciprocation, is a beautiful thing. When you realize that karma is very real, and when you do good things in the world, good things come back to you, you're gonna have a big old smile on your face. So, with that, I love y'all. I really do.